y'all, today we're going to be talking about RDS, or Residency Determination Service, which is basically just stating that you are a resident of North Carolina in order for you to be qualified for in-state tuition, which if you don't fill this out, then you will be charged with out-of-state tuition, which is usually double the cost. So this literally saves you thousands of dollars. So you need to complete it as soon as possible. And basically, it really won't take long, like 10 to 15 minutes, as long as you come in with the right documents that you'll be asked for. So take a screenshot of this and collect them, and then let's get started. So here's the website you will be using. And it is through CFNC, so you probably already have a CFNC account that you've made. So before creating a new account, please check in with me or double check to see if you have the CFNC account saved, because it will become exponentially harder if you make a new account when you already have an existing account. So first, we are going to just click Complete Residency Determination, which will take us to this little tip sheet, which we can understand and agree. So do you claim to be a North Carolina resident? You all should click yes if your parents have lived here for at least a year. Are you currently, or do you already have a degree from a North Carolina college or university? If you're still in high school, you probably will always say no. And no again. And then do you know when you plan to enroll? So yes. Most of you will be 2021. You can say fall or spring, but most likely you will say fall. So this is really important. So you cannot go back once you go forward. So always double check that you have inputted the correct information. So yes. Okay, so these questions are if you are experiencing homelessness. So the majority of you will click no, but if you are experiencing, make sure to read through these, and if you're experiencing any of these, please reach out to me, because the documents you supply may be a bit different. So this is military involvement. Again, if any of these apply to you, let me know. So this is if you, your spouse, parent, or legal guardian are currently serving and discharged from or retired from any of these branches of the military. Did you or will you graduate high school or obtain a GED? So all of you who are seniors, you can say yes. And then most of you will say no for this, but again, if any of these apply, just reach out to me. So are one or both of your parents or legal guardians living? Do they reside in North Carolina? And then if your parents support you or legal guardians support you in any way, you will click yes. So double check to make sure that this is all correct. Now, are you living with one or both or two legal guardians or parents? And if your parents are divorced, then just fill out the information for who you live with the majority of the time. Now this will go into information, your parents' information. So an important aspect of this is you will need to have your parent social security number, and if they do not have a social security number, then you will just be asked later on for probably an ITIN number. Again, if you have questions about this, just reach out to me. It's definitely, even if your parents don't have a social security number, you can still complete this and be confirmed for residency. Asked about your parent or parents is if they have filed taxes this past year, so filed them in 2020 for the 2019 year, and how they filed them, as well as they'll ask for vehicle registration information. So if your parent owns a vehicle, what it's registered as, and their driver's license number. And so if neither of these are applicable to you, that doesn't mean that you don't qualify. It just means that they're going to ask for different information. So you may have to appeal later down the line. But again, don't reach out to me, and don't worry if you don't have this information. So upon completing it, you'll receive a something called a Residency Certification Number, an RCN, at the end. So this is a unique number just for you. Make sure that you document this, because you will need this in order to submit any in-state college application. So again, you will need to fill out all of this information before you submit your in-state college applications. Again, if you need any help throughout this whole process, feel free to reach out. We can schedule an appointment together and fill it out together. And thank you so much for tuning in today. Stay tuned for more content later on. Bye, y'all.